Oop, that's loud. Okay. Do 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 do. All right, just sent you the link.
Alrighty.
Alright, I think we're good to go. Hello everyone, I'm EcoFreak, and welcome to the finale of the Sly 2 Band of Thieves playthrough. I gotta say, before we get started, I've been really enjoying revisiting this game again. And I look forward to playing Sly 3 as soon as we're done. But we're probably gonna save Sly 3 for tomorrow. Because I don't want to shove 2 games in your guys' face today. Besides, I think it's important that Sly 2 has its moment. Okay, so a quick recap of the last chapter. Jean Besson sold all of our clockwork parts. All of them. We had everything that we worked for has been stolen from us. And we're kind of in a tough situation right now. We are aboard Arpeggio's blimp, and we need to find a way to recover the clockwork parts before Arpeggio gets any bright ideas.
That's right.
Oh, and once again, joined for me for the finale is Blazing Draco. Hello, Draco.
Oh, hello guys.
Alright, are you ready to start the finale of Sly 2?
Let's do this.
Alright. Anatomy for Disaster. Let's go.
There we were, heading east across the Atlantic Ocean, stowaways on a giant airborne fortress. Though time was short, we made sure to study up on our unknowing host, Arpeggio. While attending a prestigious boarding school, the young Arpeggio excelled in all subjects, but he never managed to keep up with the other boys physically. Sadly, his wings, due to their small size, were useless for flight. Furious at his feeble body, he focused his powerful mind to search for a cure in the works of the Italian Renaissance masters. Their notebooks provided the springboard for this sinister young genius, and it wasn't long before the Claw Gang took him on as chief inventor. His talents must have been at work repurposing all the clockwork parts for their criminal schemes, and now this mastermind is in possession of all the parts. It's only a matter of time before he puts them back together, and when that happens, well, I'm not gonna let that happen.
Sly Cooper and the gang in Anatomy for Disaster. Oh boy, here we go. Alright, business as usual, folks. But first, let's go ahead and buy the remaining power-ups. So I did quite a lot of grinding off-screen, and I have just enough coins to get all these power-ups. The Temporal Lock for Bentley, the Diablo Fire Slam for Murray, and the Feral Pounce for Sly. Oh, hey, there's the trophy. No challenge too daunting for the Cooper clan. Or, for the Cooper gang. What? Wait, I didn't get all the power-ups, though. I didn't get the one for, opening the vault in Chapter 8.
I guess they mean like, getting all the power-ups that are like
On Thief
in
Net?
the shop, I guess. Yeah.
Alright. Alright, folks, business as usual. Clue bottles and fine art. Oh, that was a gold trophy, too, by the way.
Nice.
So, I did take a look. There's only 3 trophies left. We have to open the vaults, we have to finish the chapter, and we have to sell 50 unique items. But thankfully, I did check the Thief Net, and I have 48 unique items. So all I have to do is find the remaining pieces of fine art and sell them all at once. and we'll be good to go. Ah. You know, oh, and actually I forgot, there's another trophy we need to get here by destroying 5 of these metallic eggs.
Mm-hmm.
So we could actually just do that really easily right now. Trophy earned. Make me a steel omelet. That's actually a pretty easy one. The finer things in life, fine art, and clue bottles. Hello, Captain Nando. Welcome to the conclusion of Slide 2. Alright, it's time to get serious. We need to start finding clue bottles. Alright. 1. Also, I should let you guys know that there is another cheat code that we'll be able to do, but we won't be able to do it until we get 100% completion in this game. It's one of my favorite gadgets in the game. Unfortunately, though, there is a bit of a problem with it. And that is that if you want to keep using it, you have to keep inputting the code every time you enter a new area. Or leave the chapter. And that can be pretty annoying.
Oh, that's interesting.
Have you ever heard of it?
No, actually.
You didn't know that there was a 100% cheat code that you can input in the game?
No.
Wow. Wow, Draco. Wow, like... I mean, like, I'm not one to judge, man, but, like, you love this game so much. I'm so surprised you didn't know.
Yeah, I just never thought of it.
Alright.
It's gonna be surprising to see.
Well, you've actually been learning quite a bit about Sly 2 from me. Like, the glitches, the cheat codes... And also little fun tidbits of trivia. Okay, there are some clue bottles up here. Nice. Yeah, you know, I'm gonna be sad once the game's over because I don't want it to be over.
Same.
Technically, Sly 2 is the longest game in the franchise, because, like, you can... Like, if you're going for 100% completion, you can finish it anywhere between 15 to 17 hours. That's usually how long it takes me. My favorite thing to do when chats are counting numbers, I randomly say pi after 1, 2, 3. Oh. Fun little PlayStation trivia. Clank from the Ratchet & Clank franchise supposedly knows what the last digit of pi is. You guys remember, if you guys ever played Going Commando, there was this one moment, there was a cutscene where he's like, Clank was about to announce what the final digit of pi was. It's hilarious because there is no final digit of pi. It's one of those infinite number, or, well, infinite digit numbers. Okay, this guy needs to turn around. Okay, so the fine art in this chapter is the hardest in the game because all three of them have bombs on them. None of... Ooh! A large diamond!
Oh, nice.
Sweet. So, I should let you guys know that diamonds in this game are the rarest pickpocket items in the whole game. Especially the small diamonds. Okay. I know there are some clue bottles back here. Somewhere. I'm gonna be really careful here. I don't want to trigger the mission just yet. Alright. Nice. Alright, we're already 10 done. I think there's another clue bottle over here. Or... No, I'm sorry. It's on the other side. Favorite numbers, 3,000,000.70 locked out again. Yucky ducky. There's another clue bottle over there. You know, for the final chapter, this level isn't terribly huge, actually. Now, I still firmly believe that chapters 3 and 5 are the biggest chapters. Like, don't get me wrong, this level is definitely spacious, but it's not huge. I think there's a piece of fine art over here. Yes. Okay. Our first timed piece of fine art. Here we go. Uh-oh. Ooh. That was way too close. Also, it's a real shame that we get the Feral Pounds this late into the game because I actually really like it. It's really good for building up your forward momentum. It gets you to your destinations a bit quicker.
Mm-hmm.
I was clearly in that guy's line of sight. I think you need your glasses checked, dude. Name the game and who said that line. Oh, what, the final digits of pi? That was, Ratchet and Clank Going Commando. Okay, how do I get back up again? Here we go. Alright, so we are halfway done with the clue bottles in this chapter, and it's only been 12 minutes. Gosh dang. There's one right here. No, you don't. Bye-bye. So, we are high above the clouds right now. We are no longer in Canada. But,
yep.
You might notice that we're also over an ocean. So, not to spoil anything too soon, but we are over the Atlantic Ocean right now. Pretty sure there's a clue bottle down there somewhere. Oof. And I believe that there's another piece of fine art over here, and there's another clue bottle. So, I hope you guys are looking forward to the conclusion of Sly 2 today. Also, I do want to apologize for not really doing anything yesterday other than one stream. I was really busy, so I could not finish the game yesterday, but we are wrapping it up today. Come on. No. Alright. Easy. No, this line favorite numbers, 3,000,000,7. Oh. Oh, I don't know. I've never... I don't know. I'm sorry. Okay, hold on. I need the lightning spin for this one. There. Alright, let's get this piece of fine art back to the safe house. Nice. Plenty of time. Okay, well, technically we do have 50 pieces of unique pickpockets and fine arts. So, shall we go ahead and try to sell everything now?
Let's go for it, actually.
Alright, yeah. You guys ready for this? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51. Trophy earned, Master Thief. Yeah. Also, look at how rich we are. 15,000 nice. Coins. We are rich. And that was also a gold trophy. like I said, if you guys are trying to get that trophy, I would recommend that you have one of every item before, by the time you get to the final chapter, and then just have 50 unique items and install them all at once. That way you can keep track of everything. Okay, we are missing 10 clue bottles. I think there's a clue bottle here in the middle fan somewhere. Yeah, right here. Alright, 9 left. So, how's everyone doing on this fine Monday?
I'm doing pretty good.
Mondays, am I right? Oh boy, that's not what I wanted to do. Okay, there we go. I just jumped right over him. Alright, 23. Dr. Nefarious and a Kraken Time. If you haven't played a Kraken Time, play it eventually. I platinumed that game over a decade ago. I don't revisit that game very often, although that is one of my favorite Ratchet & Clank games. But, I mean, you'll have to forgive me, I don't remember every line from the Ratchet & Clank franchise. Also, I'm very happy that we are already at 5 people watching for the conclusion of Sly 2. I can only hope that there will be more people along, but I'm not gonna hold my breath. Just anyone stopping by to watch is always welcome here. Okay. Where? I'm missing 7 clue bottles, but I I don't think they're over here. Let's try going down. Oh, I hear one. Is it above me? It has to be above me. Yeah, here we go. Nice. Okay, 6 left. And there's another one. I see it. Down here. 5. I think there's another clue bottle over there. Maybe? Daxter's scream will forever haunt me. From which game? Alright, come on. We are missing 5 clue bottles. It's so hard to tell if I can hear one or not. Oh, I hear it. It's really faint, but I hear it. Precursor Misty Island. Oh. Oh, that scream. Yeah. Okay, 26. I think there's one back here somewhere. No, you don't. Yeah, I think there's one up here. Did I not come up here? Or is it over there? No, actually. I think I already got that one. Oh, bummer. Did I check over here? So, Draco, are you currently playing Sly 2 as well?
Oh yeah, I am.
And which chapter are you currently on?
Chapter 7.
Nice. Do you plan on wrapping up Slide 2 today?
I do actually, yeah.
Nice. Wait a minute. Did I hear a clue bottle? Ooh, I might have. I'm gonna check on top of this balloon. No. I must have already gotten this one. Ooh, gosh. I'm out of stamina! Crap! Okay. We're good, we're good. I hear a clue bottle. Yeah, here we go. 27. I hear another one. Right there. 28. Gosh. Ow. What a jerk. There's 2 left, but I'm having a bit of a hard time finding them. Are they down here by any chance? Oh, there's one right there. I'll climb back up and get it. Ironically, I was watching your precursor long play yesterday, since yesterday was no stream. Well, I did do, wait, did I do, oh, yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, I'm really sorry. I was really busy yesterday. Forgive me, I really did want to stream yesterday, but, I had a lot of errands to do. Okay. Well, that long play has been there for quite a few years. I'm surprised that people would want to watch my old streams. So, what'd you think of it? The old Precursor Legacy long play there, Captain Nando. Okay, seriously, where's this last clue bottle? That was unnecessary, but I like doing it anyways. Awesome facts about pelicans. Oh yeah, you found out about the little bomb cannon technique that I showed off to the world. I don't even remember how I learned about that. I think I just did it. I'm like, hey, I wonder if I shoot the pelican. I'm gonna go around. Where haven't I been? I am missing one clue bottle. Where haven't I been? Also, did I get all 3 pieces, or am I missing a 3rd piece of fine art? I got 1, 2... I think I might be missing the last one. Where haven't I been? Oh, wait, I think I remember where it is. The piece of fine art. We gotta get to the upper levels. Yeah, I think it might be on one of these structures. Not quite. My brain, the gears in my brain are turning. Was it this one over here? Oh, come on. How many guards are there? And why are you guys going on this AI path? That guy had something good. Dang it. Ow. Alright, I think... this is the last building with the fine art. It might be. Where's it? No, it's not this one. Oh my gosh. Dude, get off. Thank you. I had forgotten that 101 power cells existed. Yeah, so that's a little strange, but in order to view the secret ending of Precursor Legacy, you need to get 100 in the game and bring them to the big door at the end of Golemai's Citadel. So technically, if you want to see the secret ending, you can afford to miss one power cell. We need to get back up to the higher levels. Is it this one? No, it's not, actually. Then maybe it's the other ones. Okay, then it has to be this last one. What the? Who's attacking? No, it has to be this one. You need to get down there. It has to be this one, right? Yeah, it is. It's right here. Okay. This is the last piece of fine art in the whole game, folks. Let's do this. I wonder if we'll find the last clue bottle on the way over. Go, 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 go. We got this. We so got this. But we still don't have the last clue bottle. I can't seem to remember where it is. Alright. Well, that's the last piece of fine art. Why can't I remember where the last clue bottle is? I know the game hasn't glitched me. Well, you know what? It's been 30 minutes. We should probably get a move on with the story.
Yeah.
I'm sure the
I'm
last
sure
clue bottle
it'll
will
pop up,
present
yeah.
itself. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, gosh. Get out of here. Whatever. He had something good, but I wasn't going to pickpocket him. Hmm. Okay. Oh, come on. Alright, let's just get to the higher levels. These guys are persistent. Okay. We gotta make our way over here. Don't worry, guys. I'm sure that we'll find the last clue bottle. Eventually. After all, I can't get the platinum trophy without it. Anyways, we're just gonna make our way over. Alright guys, let's go ahead and get started on the story.
My instruments have picked up large magnetic fields radiating from inside that blimp. If Arpeggio's already started reassembling clockwork, that's where you'll find it.
Sounds good. I'm on my way.
Don't waste any time here, Sly. Get to the blimp and take some recon photos. To build the plan, we need to know how close they are to reviving clockwork.
Relax, Bentley. I've got it under control.
I like how Sly says that he's got it under control, and yet he has a complete turnaround in the next cutscene. He's like, I got this. And I'm like, no, I don't got this. Oh gosh, I didn't mean to go over there. Technically, there is a way to revisit this blimp, even though normally you're not supposed to. But I can explain that later. Oh boy.
I had no idea they could reassemble clockwork so fast!
Calm down, Bentley. He might be in one piece, but he doesn't appear to be, you know, alive. Let's stick to the format here. How about some recon photos?
You're right. We need to be informed to create a plan of action. Try to get a shot of Clockwork's head, a mech egg, and one of those spinning magnetic inducers. They seem important to the procedure, but stay away from the guards. If you get detected, we won't have time for a second chance.
Yep, so we gotta be extra careful here.
Yep.
I'm sensing radioactivity from inside those mech eggs.
And in no time,
I wouldn't get too close.
all clockwork frame has been completely assembled.
Oh, darn it. Come on. I know I pressed the circle button. Yeah, so these eggs, it's another one of those instances where you take a photo of something and the eggs themselves don't, they're not really that important. Okay.
Clockwork appears completely inanimate. We still might have a chance.
The face of evil himself.
Clockwork himself is probably one of my favorite villains in any video game.
These magnetic inducers
Same here.
seem to be holding the clockwork parts together. Sly, I'm detecting voices from the front of the blimp. I think it's Arpeggio.
Uh-oh. Little Miss Troublemaker's here herself.
There he is.
I also like how Arpeggio's looking directly at us.
Ooh, who is that at the door?
Is... What? What is that? Like, the door is all smudgy.
I can't believe it. She must have been working with Arpeggio all along.
Yeah, so,
I don't need to study those photos to see the writing on the wall. Clearly, Hila and Arpeggio have conspired together to rebuild Clockwork. And it looks like they're dangerously close to realizing their goal.
Look, Bentley, I know it's not your style, but I need a quick plan of attack. Try to think of a way, any way, to stop Clockwork from getting reassembled.
Well, those magnetic inducers seem to be holding the parts together. If you reverse their polarity, it should pull Clockwork apart. Unfortunately, the inducer speed control station is locked down tight. Pickpocket keys for the 4 patrolling guards to get at it. Then you'll need to manually reverse the polarity of each inducer deck at the top of their rotation.
Consider it done.
we're on it. So, yeah, Neela's here, and she's essentially a triple backstabber. So, she backstabbed the Cooper gang, she backstabbed Carmelita, she backstabbed Interpol.
Oh no, but there's more.
But wait, there's more.
There's more.
I think my biggest criticism, well, one of my biggest criticisms of this game has to do with Neela herself. We really don't learn her motivations or why she wants to do this.
Well, it's not said in game, but there is like you would have to basically look it up on her wiki page, and I'm guessing it's more has something to do with her, or having basically going through like a similar troubled like life on the street, like similar to Rajan. But like that's pretty much it. Like we don't really see like what made her be on this path, this dark path in the first place.
Right. And honestly, I'm gonna say this, that it shouldn't be the job of external material to cover that. It should be the game's goal to do that. And when the game doesn't do that, you can kind of lose someone on a character. Oh gosh! No, I got caught!
And it could just be, you know, it could just be like a person driven to like evil, like, you know, just to be evil, like the fact that she found out, we'll let her, I won't spoil it though.
Right, because we're quite literally about to get there in a second.
Yeah.
Okay. So now we need to make our way over to this terminal. Nice.
Now that the inducer decks are spinning slower, get up there and reverse the polarity of each deck.
You got it. No, you don't. No, you don't. Okay. Yeah, so, these spinning inducer decks are really slow. So we're just gonna have to wait on this. The situation here is rather tense.
Yeah.
We have learned that Sly's biggest fear might come true again. Oh darn it, come on, stupid inducer deck. But, yeah, so Sly's biggest fear is having Clockwork come back alive, and it's quite possible that that could be in his future.
The single thing that has been a curse on his Cooper family for like generations.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's and also the one source of the one man that killed his own father right in front of him, basically.
All right.
So you and also
Here we go.
yeah.
Kaboom.
Bam.
What's all this then? The magnets have been reversed. But by Jove, it seems to have locked the clockwork parts into place.
Ah, great going, Bentley. So, for the first time, one of Bentley's plans failed.
Sly Cooper.
Sure, I mean it's not like he knew.
Of course this would be your doing.
Ah, Mr. Cooper. No doubt you believed a reversal would pull the old bird apart, eh? But it seems to have had quite the opposite effect. I'm truly grateful. When fully powered up, I'll join myself to its circuits and be born anew.
All this because you can't fly. You're pathetic.
Immortality. Immortality is what I seek. The other Claw Gang members were much too short-sighted. They were satisfied using the clockwork parts to drive their various trivial schemes. But not me. No. I saw them for what they really were. The keys to life eternal.
So, what? You had Neela put me on the scent back in Cairo, and then waited while I stole the parts from the other Claw Gang members, all the while not arousing any suspicion that you were behind it all?
You make it sound easy, Cooper. I had to carry your pathetic gang through that first set of heists. I was overjoyed when Arpeggio let me toss you in jail. I could finally go after the parts myself.
She's not even hiding it anymore.
But acquiring all the parts was only half the equation. Think, Cooper. What kept Clockwork alive for thousands of years?
He was fueled by his hatred for my family.
Splendid! That's right. Hatred. Putting his gears and wires together was child's play, compared with accumulating that much hatred.
You can't make people hate.
Oh, my poor naive boy. My meticulous mind has found a way. As your hippopotamus friend will attest, spice consumption makes you both angry and susceptible to hypnosis. The Contessa, hypnotist extraordinaire, devised a way to command people through the use of flashing lights. I've created this blimp to be a massive transmitter of those precise light frequencies. The only problem I faced was finding a suitable source of light waves.
The Northern Lights. You've been collecting Northern Light energy so you could hypnotize everyone beneath the blimp.
Ah, hypnotize those who'd eaten food covered in illegal spice. Thank goodness for Dimitri. Through his nightclub, he got the whole city to consume the spice.
Uh-oh.
You're going to Paris to unleash a hypnotic light show of hate. That's outlandishly cruel.
Cruel, perhaps, but necessary to give
Everything's all come together.
immortality. Ah well, my new body awaits me. Be a dear, Neela, and keep him covered. Ta-ta!
Oh, what's this?
I double-crossed
Man, yep.
Quadruple crossed.
What made you think I wouldn't do the same to you?
This is preposterous. You're my protege, not the next candidate for my immortality. I demand you exit the clockwork frame or...
Or what? Oh! Yeah, he's dead.
Yeah.
Is born.
Yeah. Well, we got a problem. A big problem.
As we all know, things are looking grim. Neela has joined herself to the clockwork frame, and the Union has produced Clockala. She's out and free to terrorize the world. This blimp is still in motion to Paris. I can only assume Arpeggio's autopilot will activate the hate hypnosis light show. If that happens, there'll be no stopping Klagla. She'll be immortal. But we still have a chance. In her new form, she'll need to draw a lot of energy from this blimp's engines to stay strong. If we can disable the engines, that should be enough to weaken her to a state in which we can attack. Getting at these engines will require all three of us to work together in perfect harmony. We've pulled off some tough jobs in the past, but they were just the warm-up round for what we'll be going through tonight.
Yeah, so we got a monumental task ahead of us. We need to defeat... Klakla. I'm gonna be honest. I kind of would have liked the idea if Arpeggio was the one in the Clockwork frame because it was his plan, but in terms of it being Neela, it does make sense because she basically double-crossed everyone.
Yep.
But, again, my biggest criticism is that we don't really know her true motives. Okay, so we got Murray Sly tag team, we got Bentley Conspire, and Bentley Murray team up, and we got a Charge TNT run. So I think what we're going to do is we're actually going to go and do the TNT mission, because I want to get it out of the way. And hopefully, while we're out, we can find out what happened to our missing clue bottle. So yeah, Arpeggio's dead. And, what?
No, I was gonna say, yeah, he is toast. He is cooked, done.
He belched his last squawk. Or his squawk. Whatever.
Since we can't get in, I figure we'll have to destroy it from the outside.
Look, there's Clocklow right there.
I hope you're carrying some heavy explosives, Bentley, because that
Just
engine
flying
isn't-
over the sky.
It just so happens that there's a ready supply of explosives already available on the blimp. Walk one of these TNT barrels up to that engine room to destroy it.
Sounds easy enough. What's the catch?
The initial payload in that TNT barrel won't be powerful enough to do the job. If you pick up 3 magnetic chargers, you should achieve the necessary blast force to destroy the engine. It's simple, really. Just get close to the chargers, and they'll automatically attach to your barrel.
All right, let's blow stuff up.
Yep. It's time for us to, time for us to go full demolitionist mode. Okay, so I don't really like this mission, but I'm getting it over with first. So how this works is that you have to go and find those 3 magnetic charges scattered across the blimp. And the first 2 charges are easy to get, easy enough. But it's the third one that always stumped me for ages. I'm gonna wait for this guy to walk around. We're gonna be doing a lot of waiting in this mission. I'm just gonna hide right here, please. Wait for him to turn around. Okay, if Arpeggio is so smart, why doesn't he have the TNT on an airship, and why did he foresee Neil? Why didn't he? Well, that's the thing. See, Arpeggio is super intelligent, but I guess what happened was that he didn't see it coming because he put too much trust in Neela. But that's the thing, is that when you put trust in people, you don't know what their true motives are.
And we also got to remember the fact that, you know, Neela herself is a master manipulator. Like, kind of basically like persuaded him in a way, put his full trust in her.
Alright, so there's 1 magnetic charge. I gotta go get the next one. So the reason why I don't like this mission is not only because of the magnetic charges, but because you have to do a lot of walking. But I chose to do this mission first because I hope that maybe we can find the last clue bottle while we're out here. Just gonna walk right past this guy. Now, thankfully, there are checkpoints in this mission. Every time you pick up a magnetic charge, it's automatically checkpointed. Whoa! Oh, something happened over there. I think someone died. Keep walking, please. Thank you. But yeah, this mission can take some time. Oh, gosh, I'm so glad that it didn't see me. Okay, where's the next charge? Over there. I'll just go this way. This job took me 3 tries when I was younger. Dude, it took me hours to figure out how to get up to the last charge. Okay, so first 2 charges, no problem, piece of cake. But getting to the third one took me a long time to figure out. And that's for one reason only. When we were introduced to the explosive barrels in Chapter 3, you would be under the assumption that if you tried bouncing on any of the mushrooms in that chapter, that it would immediately blow up the TNT. But this chapter seems to break the rule. Sort of. Give me a sec. So you see this piston right here. You would think that if going on the TNT, or if getting in the TNT barrel and you got on this piston, it would blow you up, right? Wrong. I didn't know that you could do that when I was a kid. Like, I thought, well, if I tried doing that, it's gonna blow me up. But unfortunately, this is the only way up to the upper levels with the TNT barrel. Because the only other way is by climbing a ladder, but you can't climb a ladder when you're in the barrel. Otherwise, it's gonna blow up. I still need to find that last clue bottle. Is it up there by any chance? I am very determined to find out where that last clue bottle is.
With the TNT barrel
Okay.
all charged up, it's time to deliver the payload to that engine.
Yep. Okay, so we got all the charges that we need. All we need to do now is just get this barrel to the engine block. Oop. I'm just gonna stand here. Don't mind me. But I will go looking for the last clue bottle before we move on with the next few missions. Be very, very quiet. We're hunting clue bottles. Okay, I'm just gonna park myself right here next to this TNT barrel. Okay, I've learned my lesson quite a few times with this guy. You want to wait until he leaves. Or, actually, I could just go right now, actually. Okie dokie. This should do it. Booyah.
That should be the last time anyone puts that engine to use.
Booyah. Alright, guys. Well, that's one engine block down. But we must, and I repeat, must, go looking for that last clue bottle. It's also really unfortunate that the guards here, they still think Arpeggio's alive. In fact, the only reason why they're still working is because they think that Arpeggio's inside the clockwork frame. But unfortunately, they don't know that Arpeggio is dead. Sorry, I was just trying to listen. I thought I heard the clue bottle. No, I don't hear it. Hmm. I'm just going to take this time to look for the last clue bottle. Because I really, really want to get this last clue bottle before we press on. Not up there. Maybe I should turn off the music to the game so that I can hear it. Because I mentioned in the earlier streams that you can actually listen for the clue bottles if you hear the clinking sound. Oh wait, is it up here? No. Darn it. Oh wait. Is it up there by any chance? No, I don't hear it. Gosh. Where is this last clue bottle? I promise you folks, as soon as we find the last clue bottle, we're gonna move on with the story. I make short work of them. I must be blind or something. Shaggy and Scooby-Doo get a clue. Oh gosh, I almost got caught there. Ooh, another diamond! Large diamond. Sweet. Alright. Come on, there's only one more clue bottle in the game, folks. I'd be around here somewhere. Where haven't I checked? Up your nose with a rubber hose. I know that reference.
Up your nose with a rubber hose.
I didn't know like, did I get a clue bottle stuck up my nose again? Nah, man, like, where's this last clue bottle? I'm having a really hard time finding it. Where haven't I been? Maybe it's towards the front of the blimp. They're out to lunch. I didn't know that. Also, there are way too many guards here. Maybe... Here it is. There you are, little guy. Yay! Okay, folks, we're all done. Now it's time to move on with the story. Oof. I should probably return to the hideout so I can replenish my stamina and health. Yeah, we'll do that real quick. So long, and thanks for all the fish. Alright. Nice. Alright. In and out. Oh, wait, which mission's closer? So we got a Bentley mission here, a Murray mission there, and we got a Sly mission all the way over there. Why don't we do... We'll do Bentley first. Whoop.
That's one of the engines that needs to be disabled. I won't lie to you, Murray. This is going to be a tough job that requires both our skills.
My skills? Okay, Bentley, if you say so.
First, I'll need to hack the stations controlling access to the engine room. Then, Murray, you'll need to head inside and use your muscle to finish the job.
The Murray will be ready to go.
Yep. Hold on. Sorry about this. Just checking something real quick. There we go. Okay. Let us press on with the story. Alright, this is the last section of the game where we have to do hacking minigames.
Yep.
Now, this mission has a very unique gimmick, and that is, ricochet bullets. But what about the safe? Oh, we'll get the safe. Come on. There we go. Don't worry, the safe will present itself in due time. I actually kind of like these minigames specifically. I think the ricochet element of the bullets can be pretty fun. But I am also glad that the hacking minigames are basically almost over. Very good. That's one. Actually, no. Let's go this way. Easy. There we go. Ah. Oh, gotta wait for this fan. Great. Bless you, Bentley. Okay. Let's go. Oh, easy does it. We got another guard here. Darn it! Criminy. Oh. Alrighty. Come on. Ow. No, ow! Stop it. Come on. Just a little more. There. Ugh. Stop hitting me. So many of these guys. Alright, that's 2. That was the last one. They're so spread so far apart. I mean, it's not the end of the world, it's just that it takes a long time to get to them. Alright, folks, this is the last hacking minigame in the whole game. Thank goodness. Come on, I gotta try and push my way forward. Come on. There we go. We're getting closer. No, 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 come on. Yes!
Make way for the Murray!
Alright, the Murray is up. My favorite thing in any Sly game is whenever Bentley gets burned by fire in Sly 2, he screams Sly. I thought he was screaming why.
You'll be able to take them out from the top level.
I've always kind of heard him say why as well. Why?
Alright, so what you gotta do here is you gotta raise these pistons, and then once they're all locked up into position, we are gonna go up to the upper levels and we're gonna slam them down hard. Oh, oops.
I know some are not like a fan of these missions on the last map, but honestly, I like them. I like how you basically like the team teaming up together in these jobs. To
I kind of agree with you. I like these tag team missions. The only engine block mission I don't like is the one where you have to control Sly and you have to get in the TNT barrel.
Oh yeah, I don't like that. I'm not a fan of that either, to be honest.
Nah, it takes too long.
And you gotta collect the charges too.
Well, the first two charges are no problem. It's getting the last one that can be annoying.
Yeah.
Come on, Murray. Oh yeah, you know what? I forgot. We have our last power up for Murray. Let's see, where is it? The Diablo Fire Slam. So we're gonna equip that. It is essentially a souped-up version of the what's the other one called again? The Raging Inferno Flop. Yeah. This one is like, it's like that, except for instead it creates. Well, why isn't it working? Oh, never mind. Sorry, no. No, I'm sorry. It's not exactly the same. The Diablo Fire Slam is where you pick up an enemy, and if you slam them down hard to the ground, it creates a fiery shockwave. Come on. Come on, Murray.
Nice work.
Alrighty.
Head up to the second level and thunder flop on the giant cylinders. That should finish them off.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8.
Perfect. Now, head into the control booth and pull the plug on this thing. Another engine bites the dust.
Way to go, Murray. Alright, we are getting closer and closer to completing the game, folks. We're only 7% away from 100. I swear, though, this game probably has one of the weirdest percentage curves for the chapters in the entire franchise. Like, the percentage pacing is just strange to me. Like, somehow only the first chapter is worth 9%, but the final chapter is worth 16. Doesn't that sound strange to you?
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
Okay. Well, in that case, I think I'm gonna put the Raging Inferno flop back on L2. I like how all of Murray's gadgets in this game are essentially fire-based. Murray's moveset's based on fire, Sly's is based on electricity, and obviously Bentley's is more focused on, like, a variety of different things, actually.
Looks like I'm gonna need some help getting into that engine room.
Happy to help.
Bentley tells me that the door to that room is locked down by wall-mounted power stations located throughout this blimp. I'll need you to take out all the power stations and then pry open the door by hand.
No sweat.
Yeah, honestly, yeah, his is more like tech-based, of course. Sly's more like a little bit, kind of like, I was gonna say maybe like electricity-based, but nah, it's more like, of course, like ways of sneaking past like guards and basically getting giving you ways the opportunity of getting his sneak attack slam off.
Okay, so unlike the alarm horns in the first chapter, these ones don't typically trigger guards unless they're predetermined.
Yeah.
So some of these you can kind of just destroy all on like a breeze. Oh gosh. Alright. We got 5 of these to destroy. I believe this is also, aside from the direct end of the game, this is the last time we get to play as Murray. There, 2. Man. Using the Diablo Fires, or sorry, I keep getting them mixed up. The Raging Inferno flop on the flashlight guards is so useful. Gets me out of a tough spot immediately. Alright. Ow. Oh, I just realized I'm out of stamina. Bye-bye. Alright. We need a barrel. Very nice. Alright, that's 3. Come on. Alright, 4. Where's the last one? Ow. Okay, seriously, where is the last one? Oh, there it is. Okay. Last one.
Looks like the power locks are offline. Come on back and pry it open for me.
You got it. Now where is... Well, we gotta get to the upper levels, right? Oof. Man, the guards here are so persistent. Alright, there it is. No, wow, the guards are extremely persistent. They don't seem to want to leave me alone. Okie dokie.
Your turn, buddy.
Alright, Sly's turn.
Careful, Sly. This place is packed with laser security. First, you'll need to make your way to the far end of this room. Then jump up to the second level to get at the engine room control center. Alright, the control center is opposite your position in the room. With some well-timed spire jumping,
I believe this is also where we'll find the vault. So, how this works is that there is actually an electric field just below our feet. So the only way to prevent ourselves from not being electrified, and without going further than the laser field, we need to spire jump onto these spinning blades. But of course, these blades will spin. There. Now, before we go, let's go ahead and get this vault.
Arpeggio really knew his encryption algorithms.
And there it is. The shadow power.
You've gotten the shadow power move.
Trophy earned. Thievius Sneakius. Nice.
That's lights out for this engine.
Okay, so what does that power-up do? So if we go here, if we press and hold down the button of our selection, we turn invisible. There are actually, unfortunately, a lot of downsides to using this power-up, in my opinion. For starters, it chews up your stamina a lot, and second, despite having the ability to go undetected, you walk really slowly, and you can't run while you're invisible. So, I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you guys, I barely use this power-up at all. Because I just don't find it worthwhile. Besides, if I can be sneaky, if I can already be sneaky, then I'll do it. But technically, that should be the last power-up for Sly. Aside from the one that we're going to be getting here in a second. Whee! But now I believe there's only one trophy left in the whole game, and that's to finish the final chapter.
To disable that engine room, you and I are going to have to work together.
Happy to have you along, Bentley. What do you need me to do?
Pickpocket the guard's keys to the engine room. Once you've got the door open, I'll take over.
Okay, you should take your position. It's not gonna take me long to lighten these guys of their keys.
Ducky. Oh gosh. Sorry, I glanced away from the screen for a second, folks. I'm sorry. Try again. So I believe this is the last pickpocketing mission that we gotta do. Take two. Oh, come on. Go back to your position. Oh my gosh. How many of you are there? Alright, go back to your position, dude. Thank you. Tom, I need your help. Now go on. Thank you, Tom.
Who needs an alarm clock when you have Toms?
Yeah. Who needs an alarm clock when you have someone who promotes anime? I have the power of anime on my side. Oh, sorry, what?
I said, the goat himself.
Well, I have the power of anime on my side. Here, 1, 2, and I think the last one's on the upper level. Oh gosh! I hate it when your jump gets gimped. I almost fell off the platform. It's over 9,000. Well, actually, hey, did Dragon Ball ever air on Toonami?
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, it did.
I only asked because I've never actually watched Toonami.
Oh yeah, it was great. Honestly, probably the best, anime block for any television network at the time.
Oh, come on. Alright. There's 2 more over there. Man, these guys are persistent. Alright. There's one guy down here, so we're just gonna jump down and get him. Good. Alright, that's another engine key room. Or, engine room key. Alright.
An engine room filled with keys?
Alright, now we gotta make our way to the upper level and get the last guy. He's gotta be all the way over there, doesn't he? Every time you earn a trophy, that part of the screen where the trophy shows up glitches. No, it's always like that. And I think I know exactly the reason why. Because, when you earn a trophy, there are some instances where your name will show. The streams are... Every time I earn a trophy, that it's a means of protection from, like, identity. I've had a few instances where my name is displayed every time, almost, well, not all the time, but sometimes when I earn a trophy. I don't want the world seeing that, so these streams are programmed so that they'll censor the trophy, but the name that will show up. It's a failsafe for protection for identity. I was actually wondering that myself when I was doing streams 7 years ago when I first started. I didn't actually know why the notifications showed up like that, but it's simply because when you see other people's usernames show up on your screen or your own name being displayed, these streams are meant as a protection for those notifications. But trust me when I tell you guys, I am earning the trophies. Ah, okay, now this one. I actually kind of like this one. Snipe. Oh gosh! Yep, so Murray was trying to tell us that exactly. Nice shot. But yeah, essentially, what's going to happen is that you need to destroy all these light bulbs. But the problem is that you have to, once you destroy one light bulb, you have to destroy the light bulb that the electricity is going to. Otherwise, kaboom. Yum, yummy fried turtle. Who wants turtle soup? No, I'm too sexy to eat. You ever watch Fairly Odd Parents?
Yeah.
You remember that time where Remy discovered Juandissimo after he lost his memory? And
Yeah,
he's like,
yeah.
who wants turtle soup?
Yeah.
Oh, come on. I had that. There we go. Okay. Okie dokie. One. Oh, come on, I had that. Good. Booyah! Yeah, I think this is actually my favorite of the engines to destroy. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Remember the fruit hat scene with Timmy and Cosmo? Sort of.
Same sort of. It's been a minute.
Okie dokie.
And an unexpected windfall, I've been contacted by Inspector Fox over the shortwave radio. She's well aware of the dire situation we all face if Plakla becomes immortal and has agreed to join forces with us so that we can destroy the robotic bird. The only catch is that she's unable to locate this blimp on her radar. To help her hone in on our position, we'll need to boost the strength of 4 local radio towers. Once Inspector Fox is in range, she'll take one of us on board to act as a tail gunner in a dogfight against Clockla. This is it. We don't have time for another plan. We're almost over Paris, and if that hate hypnosis light show goes off, well, you know the story.
Yep. It's time that we get our butts in gear. It's time to take down Clockla. But before we do that, we are gonna sell whatever we have left. Oh,
Yep.
I can hear the echo. Anyways, let's do this.
Okay, Sly, we need to send Carmelita a radio pulse so she can home in on the blimp. To do that, I'll need you to get on top of 4 very tall towers.
It's time.
They're too big to climb and too tall to jump up normally.
What's this all got to do with this thing you've got me wearing?
It's an experimental mega jump pack. By pressing the R2 button, you'll perform a huge jump, so be careful.
All right, sounds like fun.
Yeah, so we're going to be using the R2 button for this, but technically R2 is one of the buttons that we use for our gadgets, so technically this is a temporary power-up that we can use. And it's unfortunate because this is actually my favorite power-up in the whole game. It's just a shame that we don't get to use it, like, once it's gone. Oh, yeah. Okay, so where are they? Up there. Gotcha. Man, these guys are just persistent. They just do not want to leave me alone. Yeah, you see how high up we jump, guys? Whee!
The mega jump.
Mega jump pack. Mm-hmm. Whee! Alright, I believe we need to come up here. Yep. The best part about the mega jump is that it does not take up any stamina whatsoever. I mean, obviously,
Yeah,
what?
I was gonna say, yeah, it doesn't use any stamina because it's purely a power up for the plot.
Mm-hmm. Like, could you imagine it taking up stamina even though we need it in order to finish a mission?
That would just be bad. That'd be pretty bad.
Come on. Come on. Alright. That's 2. Okie dokie. Jump away. And honestly, like, this power-up is really good in combination with the paraglider. Like, you get a lot of distance with the paraglider if you use the mega jump.
Yeah.
Oh no. Ooh, that was close. But I love this power-up. It's so much fun. Alright, last one. Man. Whee! So long, Mega Jump.
You shall be missed.
Aha, it looks like Carmelita has picked up on our signal. She's now headed on an intercept course directly for us.
Alright, we're at 98% completion, folks. What is Draco's favorite video game series? I mean, we're playing it.
Yep.
That's why he's a special guest on these streams, because this is his favorite franchise, and specifically this is his favorite video game. But yeah, the Mega Jump is gone. Rest in peace.
Absolutely love this series so much.
All right, let's do this, folks. It's time for the final mission. Let's do this.
Look, Sly, for once, let's cut the flirty chit-chat. Get down to business. I need an experienced tail gunner. Jump in and grab the gun. We've got work to take down.
That's not flirty chit-chat?
Sly, now's not the time for that. Okay, so we're in the final boss against Clockla, and basically it's essentially a retreading of the final boss from the first game.
Pretty
More
much,
or less. The only difference is that you're in a turret that's moving around. But you have to be cautious about your turret because it can overheat. Man, what is it with PS2 games and having overheating turrets? Like, Jak 2 had it, Sly 2 had it. Like, what gives?
I have no idea. I mean, I get it for maybe challenge, but nah, like, I want to use a turret. I want to use it, like, fully.
Okay, so you'll notice that from time to time, Clockla's eyes will start glowing red. You need to shoot Clockla as soon as you can, otherwise you'll get an unavoidable attack.
Yeah.
Captain Nando asks, Draco, in your opinion, do you think Sly 4 should or shouldn't have been made? I mean, personally, I don't regret it being made. I just regret that it never had a follow-up game.
Honestly, the same boat. Like, yeah. We didn't have a proper follow-up type of, like, entry.
Although there are some things about Thieves in Time I wish wasn't in the game.
Me too. Specifically that one mini game with Carmelita.
Oh my gosh, that was so cringe.
Yeah.
But let's be honest, we all know the real reason why that minigame was in the game. It's to appease to a certain crowd.
Appease to the gooners.
Well, I was gonna say the furries, but okay.
Well, those two, of course, yeah, they're all kind of go hand in hand.
All right, we almost got it. Just don't take a few more hits and we should be good. No! 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 Come on, come on, come on. Just a little more.
Almost got her.
Come on. Come on, just a little more, a little... Yes!
Hey, let's go.
First try.
But we're not done yet, though.
Oh, no.
Sly, we've got a serious problem here. Clockula's looking mighty upset, and I think she's going to take it out on us.
Murray.
Oh, shit.
Oh, man. Okay, so Clockla got angry and she took Bentley and Murray. And the entire rig has fallen apart. Sly has only been in jail 2 times in the whole series that I can't think of. Yeah. Come on. The feral pounce can actually be very useful in this section because it covers quite a bit of distance.
Ow! Falling! Falling!
It's okay, Bentley, I'm coming.
Help! Anyone! SOS!
It's alright, Bentley, I'll be there. Come on, come on, come on.
I knew I'd go out this way, inside a battery. I just knew it.
I just knew we'd go out this way. Alright, come on. Yes!
And you're there.
You might have a new body, Neela, but you're still the low-down, backstabbing coward we've beaten time and time again. This won't be any different.
Be brave while you can. I might not have been without your hate, but I needed some power growing within me.
Let's do this. Let's end this. Alright. Oh, whoa. Okay. So you want to stand on her shoulder blade so that you can get in a few licks on her. Alright. No, don't fall off, Sly. What are you doing? Gotcha!
There you go.
We foiled your plans.
We did it.
Right on!
It's an emotional moment.
Die, insects, die! My hate will smash you.
Watch out. That thing's still kicking.
Lachlan mentioned something about a hate chip. It sounded like the source of her power.
If we remove it, she might stop attacking.
Then let's do a little open head surgery. I'll pry open that beak so that Bentley can go to town with his bombs.
Let's do this.
Here we go.
She's not quite done yet. But let's put her down. Ow!
We're good this time. That's not a good start, Murray.
I hate you, Cooper Gang. I will find you in your sleep and I will destroy you.
Seeing her in this state is just so scary. Like she's merged, completely merged with the clockwork frame.
She's just completely computerized now.
I am the Alpha and the Omega. Clock.
And Clockwork's hate has completely consumed her by this point.
But before we wrap up the stream, I just want to say that, man, that was a very touching message that you just gave me. Just here to drop by and say, hope everyone is having a great day, and Eco, thanks for helping me with the bottles and being an awesome streamer.
Aww.
Thank you. I really try. Alright, guys. It's time we go in. Oh, oops. I forgot I don't have the trigger bomb on. It's like, what are you gonna do?
You're not trying to put her to sleep.
I still have my hate shit.
Oh.
Not defeat me. Never.
Oh, please. Alright, here we go, guys.
The hate chip.
Ha! I like that pose he
Got
makes.
it.
Let's get out of here.
Oh.
She's about to explode.
Oh,
Oh my
It hurts
gosh.
every time I watch this.
Oh my god.
Save you!
Poor
jeez.
Bentley, man.
Pick me up.
What the hell?
Yeah, guys, he's paralyzed. Oh, man. Hey, come on, Captain Nando, let's not make jokes.
No,
Victory,
don't
but-
do that.
Victory, but at what cost?
At the end of the road,
Platinum earned, Brotherhood of Thieves.
their clockwork parts lay scattered around in heaps. Yet, despite the explosion, they remained pristine. It was as if nothing could ever hurt them. Carmelita cursed herself for showing up too late to get a few shots in on Clockla. So she took it out on what was close at hand. The hate chip. And just like that, it was over. Without that core piece, that essential center of clockwork, there was nothing left.
And there it is.
The parts aged before our eyes as if time had finally caught up with the ancient bird. How ironic that Carmelita, a police officer, would be the one to lift the curse from the Cooper family. The menace of clockwork would never again rise to threaten me or my children. True to her nature, she informed us that we were all under arrest. But one look at my gang told me that we were in no shape for a fast getaway. So I offered to go peacefully in exchange for letting my friends walk. They'd taken some bruises through all of this.
It's pretty selfless
but
of you,
I
Sly.
was surprised, shocked really, to see them leave their gear behind as they walked away. Their wounds were deeper than I'd imagined. Those guys were hurting. Carmelita's old police unit soon arrived. With me in custody, her name was cleared, and she even got a well-deserved promotion. It was the least I could do. The ride to HQ started with us sitting in silence, trying to read each other's thoughts. As the reality of my
Sly.
capture started to sink in, she began to relax, and we got to talking. We spoke freely about our previous adventures, comparing notes and even getting in a few laughs. Then we started talking about, well, everything. Books, music, art. It was like we were on the first date. She even showed me the bottle she'd been saving for the special occasion of my arrest. My heart sank when she realized that our short flight across town had already taken 2 hours. A fact I kind of clued into after seeing the Eiffel Tower float by 17 times. She went forward to ask the pilot what was up, and it looked like my pals had left me a little going-away present before taking off.
Ciao!
Floating away on the night breeze, I could barely make out Carmelita's voice.
I'll find you, Cooper!
And that's it, folks. That's Sly 2, Band of Thieves.
I'll be seeing you soon, Ringtail.
Oh, we'll be seeing you soon enough, Carmelita. Alright, well, that's that, folks.
What an amazing game.
But yeah, poor Bentley, man. Like,
Yeah.
I know I've said this before, but Bentley is my favorite character in this franchise, and it breaks my heart every time seeing him lose his legs.
Me too.
Poor
Like,
guy didn't deserve that.
It never gets easy. Every time I see it, it never gets easy. It's like you used to.
Kevin Miller as Sly. Fun fact, he actually follows me on social media. Chris Murphy as Murray, and Matt Olson as Bentley.
Not that long.
Sly returned the wine bottle. Alicia Glidewell as Carmelita and Neela. Inspector Carmelita Fox continues to search for Sly Cooper, whose current whereabouts are still unknown.
Me and Bob and Guyana just made that movie, okay?
Dimitri went on to work as a dance instructor on a cruise ship. I can't imagine that lasted very long. Rajan now owns a series of rug outlets across North America. I love this "where are they at now" thing. The Contessa went on to become the most successful real estate broker in the greater Milwaukee area.
No.
Oh, this next one's my favorite. Jean Besson went on to work for the EPA. And ended up frozen yet again on a rescue mission
again.
saving penguins. That
Those
poor
damn
dude.
penguins.
Guy after Larry.
Oh, and of course, Arpeggio is dead.
Yeah, he doesn't get a where are they now?
Nope. No, but like Jean Bassans is my favorite because he gets frozen again. Okay, that's it. You've seen everything. You won. Go outside. Yeah, you know what, Draco? After this stream, let's go outside and touch grass.
The dope's telling us to go outside and touch grass.
Yeah. Alright, folks, that's 100% completion on Sly 2 Band of Thieves, but we're not quite done here just yet. There are a few things I have left to show you guys. Oh, wait, what? Hold on. So, my mom, when she saw this game, she said, I always thought Bentley was in a wheelchair. Well, he's in a wheelchair, but it won't be until Sly 3 that we see him in a wheelchair.
Mm-hmm.
Now, before we wrap it up, folks, there is something I want to show you. Because technically, there is a reward for getting 100% completion in this game. But in order to do it, we have to play as Sly. So what is the reward? Well, first of all, we need to press the start button. And we need to input a cheat code. Right, left, R1 left. There it is. And we got our Mega Jump back.
Hey, nice.
Whee! Unfortunately, there is a caveat to this. Anytime that you enter a new area or you exit the level, you have to input the cheat code again if you want to keep using it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Whee! I do love this power-up, but it's just a shame that this is the reward for 100% completion because the game's over. Like, what are you going to use it for? True. Unless you know, like exploring the maps.
True.
Whee! Aw, man, we're up to 7 people watching, but the game's over. Darn it. Sorry, guys. I'm sorry if you guys came here expecting to see the finale of Sly 2, but the game's over.
There's always Sly 3, though.
Yes, of course, which I plan on starting tomorrow.
And I'll be there for that as well.
You will?
Yeah. I mean, Sly 2 is my favorite in the series, but you know, I still like Sly 3 as well. So I'll be definitely there for that as well.
Nice. Okay. Now, before we go, we actually have 2 more movies that we can watch.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Exit episode, thank you very much. So, I mentioned before that you can watch a movie on every odd chapter in this game, as well as episode 8. So, I need to clarify for you folks that unfortunately there are 2 movies that were cut from this version of the game. The movie for Chapter 3 and Chapter 5 has unfortunately been cut from this game, and it's probably due to licensing and copyright. If you guys don't know, the movie for Chapter 3 actually has a real-world celebrity in it. That's probably why it was cut from this version of the game, because they didn't want to pay the... they probably didn't want to pay the celebrity who's in this commercial. So we won't be able to watch it. I believe the video for episode 5 is actually the commercial for this game, which, again, they probably cut from the game because copyright. However, I did notice that the movie for episode 7 is still here. So we're going to wait for that and we're going to play it. There we go.
Sly Cooper is cunning, cool. He's... Am I supposed to look in the camera at you?
Well, Sly Cooper is a thief, and he's a different type of thief. He's cool, he's tough, but he's got to be lovable at the same time. And he's also a really good-looking guy, and he has a sexy voice. Just...
I love how Kevin Miller is the one who says he's got a sexy voice.
I love this man so much.
About a month into development, we came up with a one-sentence description that really has guided the development of the product.
Brian
And the
Fleming.
one sentence was, Sly and the gang work together to pull off a string of big heists.
When I say heist, I mean like classic
And Nate
Hollywood
Fox.
heist film kind of heist, where the last third of the film is all about this big, spectacular, elaborate crime involving many thieves working together to do something huge.
We knew we wanted to do something a little different than the first Sly. We wanted to broaden some of the gameplay elements, broaden the environments. Have
Yeah,
more
I'm
characters
really
that
glad they
you
went in the
actually
direction
use
they
all the
did.
different characters' skills in different ways and different combos, and it really makes for a really fun.
Me too. It really separated itself from the rest.
Betrayal. There's a jailbreak.
Thiefiness is different things to different people. For some people, it's being sneaky. For some people, it's being agile. We want Sly the Thief to really encompass all of these things.
It is really fun and really thiefy to be on the top of the roof, scaling across the level, running across wires, looking down at guards looking for you.
I think we all would love to be able to do the things Sly does, just to be able to jump from rooftop to rooftop, land like a cat on top of a wire and scamper down it. If I did that, I'd break an ankle.
Two things that we try to keep in mind when we start any drawing of Sly is, number one would be definitely the silhouette, creating a strong silhouette, which is especially important in animation. And number two is motion. He's always kind of forward moving, low to the ground, and try to get a lot of motion, and usually just start off with a couple
Star
of
is so
lines
good.
And
I
let that be sort of
agree.
his overall arcing motion.
There
It'll be like
there
his
is
spine and his
I love the
supporting leg,
curvature
and
of it
all
all.
that just sort of composed
Yeah,
where
me
his
too,
details
like-
are going to be.
I haven't stolen anything. Yet.
Sly is the charismatic leader of the Band of Thieves. He's got that moxie, he's got that skill under pressure that makes him special.
Sly Cooper is
Oh, he's
deeply
special, all right.
involved with two ladies, Inspector Carmelita Fox and Constable Neela. He's kind of flirty with both of them.
Why don't you and I go out on the town?
And
Yeah, that was his
their
biggest mistake in the
relationship
story is
actually one of the
bonding
major
with Neela.
narrative
He should
threads
never
of
have
the whole
gotten
game.
close to
We're
her.
on for that date in Bollywood. Freeze, Cooper.
Inspector Fox, as beautiful and unpredictable as ever.
Whereas you crooks are so predictable. You always return to the scene of the crime.
Let me at that security
You know,
computer.
Carmelita has had a different voice actress in every game, but I liked the performance in this game.
Really fun.
People have said that I resemble the character that did the voice for Bentley.
Matt Olson.
Yes, I can see that. I mean, I am mostly human, but there's a little part of me that is a turtle.
Any good heist needs someone who's gonna work the bombs, and clearly that's Bentley.
Now head back to the safe house with those pictures and let's get a plan
Oh my gosh,
together.
Matt
Bentley
Olson as
really
Bentley
looks
is so
like Bentley,
iconic.
and Murray kind of looks like Murray, and they act like it.
If people say that Bentley's the brains, Murray is definitely the brawn. He's all about freedom, you know? Just let it go. Yeah, baby. Let it all hang out.
Murray is like big and a brawler. It's kind of the muscle of the crew.
Murray can lift these guys up above his head and toss them into flames or into the water or off of buildings and things like that, and it's kind of all manner of slapsticky ways for them to be dispatched.
Slapstick.
Murray scores again!
Murray wants to do things the way Sly would do them, but it's sort of Murray's version of that, and it's a little bit oafier. He's really trying to make himself really small, too, because, of course, he's got a lot to hide.
This is a universe in pantslessness. Hence, no pants.
Rule number 1 of Sly Cooper: no one wears pants.
And I like to hang out with little furry animals.
That's what makes it so real.
They're just being themselves.
Oh my gosh,
This game
game's
we really wanted
fantastic.
it a lot more to be about doing something rather than just going somewhere. And as a result, one of the things we really focused on this game
You can
was
tell
to
the
really
devs
work on
like
the
had
AI.
such a fun time like making this game,
Sly's
man.
able to handle
Yeah.
different classes of enemies in the game
and it tends to be that the ones that are dangerous to them walk the streets and are patrolling and guarding the areas.
The guards are just more intelligent and more sophisticated, which makes getting from point A to point B in the world both unique and interesting for every player who goes through it. No two players will have the same experience traveling through the Sly world.
When we get
So
a
cool.
level from the 3D modelers, we have a lot of communication between them during the process of when it's being built before it's handed off. And basically we have a great foundation to work with, because you need a good 3D foundation to put the maps on.
For us, the environments, we really wanted to make them beautiful and interesting, but never more important than Sly. Not just artistically, but also game-wise, they should be fun to play in. Very jungle gym. They should feel very stealthy. You should feel when you're playing in these worlds, I can't believe I'm getting to do this.
You and the rest of the Claw Gang have to be stopped.
Let's dance! Here, I am king. Oh, it's tough being this tough.
You learn too much about the Claw Gang.
Immortality is what I seek.
Dimitri is this lounge lizard who runs a seedy nightclub.
He's a master forger / counterfeiter.
Look,
He's also a narcissist.
The coolest part about Dimitri is how he talks. English is his second language, and he learned all his English from watching hip-hop videos.
Have you no vision? Are you hearing what I mean to you?
That explains a lot, actually.
John grew up poor on the streets of Calcutta, turned to selling illegal spices. He's come up in the world, and he's basically trying to buy his way into royalty. He's just a low-level street thug in rich robes.
All I see is a fat, pathetic weakling.
The Contessa is a creepy spider, an expert in hypnosis, and works for Interpol, the police agency.
She decides to open up this rehabilitation clinic for criminals. But wait, it's just a scam.
It is a
Because it's
scam.
really a front so that she can hypnotize criminals into telling her where they've hidden their loot.
You're an ignorant child playing dress-up in his father's legacy. Oh, I know all about you and the Cooper clan. Oh.
Rest in peace. A few years ago, she passed away.
Jean
Yeah.
Bisson was a prospector. He got buried in an avalanche for 100+ years, and he thawed out. And he's decided that he's going to push back the wilderness.
He loves strip mining. He loves clear cutting of trees.
He's just a product of his time. He just happens to be living 100 years later. So his
Yeah.
entire mission in life is to tame the West.
As my father said, the only good fish is an eaten fish.
He was a small flightless bird, and because he can't fly, he's completely enthralled with all the flying machines.
Yeah. Rest in peace to Sam Mowry too. He passed away this year too.
Yeah, true. Oh man.
Fun fact: did you know that Sam Mowry also voiced Kessler in Infamous?
Yeah, that's amazing. That's wow. Yeah, it's such good range.
Welcome to Sucker Punch Productions. Are you recording? No, that's awful.
I think one of the real big strengths of Sucker Punch is it's a very creative team that tends to push themselves.
What's this for right here?
That is to make sure that Nate is working.
It's always been a collaborative effort all the way through the
So I guess that meant that Nate was a bit of a procrastinator.
Specifically so that everybody gets their chance to inject themselves into what they're doing.
Hey, how's it going? We've been really lucky in that we've just gotten really great people on board to do the kinds of things that we need to do, making a really great game.
Well, we're crazy. Do you want any dialect or anything to make it appeal to the European gaming market? Raccoons, squirrels, turtles. Sly Cooper 2 is the finest game you'll ever play this year.
Man, that is a much better Scottish voice accent than I could ever make. Gosh. Sucker Punch, don't ever change. We love you guys.
Forever and always. One of my favorite gaming studios ever.
I believe we also have one final movie that we can show you guys. Hopefully this one will run. Come on. There we go. Oh no, that's just the credits. Never mind. All right. Well, in that case, I guess that's it.
Yeah.
All right. So now that Sly 2 Band of Thieves is over, maybe I have some things to talk about. First of all, I want to clarify, this is one of my favorite games from the PS2. Always has been. Well, okay, no, that's a lie. There was once upon a time, I told you in the first stream where, when I was a kid, I hated this game because of how different it was from the first game. But
right, yeah.
once I actually gave this game its chance, once I started getting into it, I actually fell in love with it. But yes, it is, to this date, still one of my favorite games from the PS2. I love the episodic structure of this game. I love how this game was inspired by comic books, Saturday morning cartoons, and especially heist movies. I'd really love to watch some of the heist movies that inspired this game. Maybe one of these days I'll do that. Honestly, the Claw Gang, they're miles better than the Fiendish 5 ever were.
Absolutely.
Better Scottish accent than Mel Gibson. I mean, I guess so. But yeah, the Claw Gang, I love their operation. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention, there is one more thing I have to show you guys. I showed Draco this in the very first stream, but there is actually a hidden detail in this game that most players won't actually pick up on. So, you guys remember how the climax was supposed to take place here in Paris, right? Well, let's go find a car. Any car. Now that the story is over, well, first of all, let's take care of this guard. Don't need him in my way. Nice. Now let's break open this car. Ah, you guys see that?
Yeah.
You know what that is? That's spice. That, my friends, is the spice that Dimitri's been distributing throughout the entire city. He smuggled them all onto cars. That is pretty ingenious foreshadowing. But of course, when someone plays this game for the first time, they won't actually pick up on that until after this story is over. But, anyways, the Claw Gang, I mean, they're so much better than the Fiendish 5 ever were. Like, the Fiendish 5 were essentially just the, you know, villain of the week type of thing. But the thing I love about the Claw Gang is that they have such an intertwined, like, side hustle going on with the spice operation. Dimitri wanted to do his own thing, but he happily distributed the spice all across Paris so that, Arpeggio could invade Paris to unleash his hypnotic light show. Rajan, obviously, he was the manufacturer. He's the one who made the spice. The Contessa is the one who experimented with spice by experimenting with spice and hypnosis, which Arpeggio was going to use to unleash his hypnotic light show of hate on the citizens of Paris once he got here. And Jean Besson, well, he is the, he's the shipper. He's the one who ships spice all around the world. So I would imagine that once he was done in Paris, he is probably going to move on to the rest of the world. Arpeggio. Yep. It's just a shame that Arpeggio's plan came to an abrupt end when Neela hijacked his operation. It all makes sense now. Yes, it does. And that's why I love this game's story so much, because when you think about the villains, you think, oh, they're just another villain of the week, but when you actually put the puzzle pieces together, it's actually a pretty ingenious crime scheme they got going on here.
Facts, like, you know, Arpeggio, he was the leader of the Claw Gang, and, well, one of the commanders, I should say, besides Neela. And even though he didn't get enough screen time, like, it was just a lot of, like, really cool details, like, you know, in between, like, the lines, like, it's just, it's so good.
It's a shame, though, that they don't try and do the similar things with the rest of the franchise, though, because with Sly 3, they kind of go back to being villain of the week type things.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with that, but I very much prefer, like, an organized crime syndicate over, say, Enemy of the Week.
Honestly, same. Like, like there was a purpose to that, like to assemble your gang, to to crack open the Cooper Vault. But yeah, that's I kind of wish it had this structure in Sly 2.
Alright. So, since this is one of my favorite games of all time, maybe I should talk about the things that I love about this game and the things I don't love about this game, because, believe it or not, no game is perfect, and I do have some criticisms. Let's see. Let's start out with the pros, the things I love about this game. The characters. I love most of the characters in this game. The only character I really didn't like was Neela. And it's because she kind of just got in the way of everything. Don't get me wrong, she has a place in the plot. It's just that every time I saw her, I just wanted to smack her. Like, how dare you put us in jail? How dare you inconvenience us from doing our operation of our own? We are trying to destroy the clockwork parts for good, because we're doing it for a good cause. And you are just getting in our way.
She don't care. She wants all that. She wants
that immortality.
Yeah.
I love all the members of the Cooper gang, but obviously my favorite story arc in this game is Bentley's. Bentley was amazing in this game, in my opinion. I love when he got separated from the Cooper gang and he had to rescue them all by himself. He's so smart and he's so brave despite being so scared. And I love that. And any time that he speaks about not wanting to be separated again, I feel for him, because I don't want him to be alone again either, because being alone in the world from what are essentially your brothers since childhood is scary.
Yeah.
Because the thing is that the Cooper gang, they're more than just a gang of thieves. In a sense, they're brothers. They have a strong brotherhood since childhood. And if you were to break that apart, then none of them could work on their own.
Exactly.
Like, the dynamic I love about the Cooper gang is that, in a sense, they all need each other for different reasons. Like, Murray's the one to help them get out of tough scrapes. Sly's the one that is the best at performing most operations. But without Bentley, these two wouldn't get far at all. But now,
yeah,
of course, sorry, what?
Oh, go on.
I was just going to say that now that the story of Sly 2 is over, unfortunately that brotherhood is going to be challenged drastically in Sly 3. Because now Bentley's crippled, and Murray wasn't exactly very happy at the end of the game.
Yeah, man was devastated.
But,
he blames himself
right.
for that.
But, I'm also going to say that, this is going to come across as an insanely hot take, and I think I'm going to be burned at the stake when I say this, but the older I get, the less I like Sly's crusade for his family lineage. Because, think about what it's done. Like, Sly, he got the Thievius Raccoonus back, right? But in turn, after defeating Clockwork, it gave rise to the Claw Gang abducting the Clockwork parts and creating this crime scheme. And the destruction of one of Sly's closest friends, and Murray is essentially leaving the team. What I'm essentially saying is, this whole crusade for the Cooper clan, or the Cooper legacy, in my eyes has caused nothing but damage. Like, imagine if none of this had happened, like, had Sly moved on from his crusade to want to avenge his family's legacy. Sly, Bentley, and Murray would have been fine, they would have been alive, they would have been healthy, and they probably could have pulled off some of the greatest heists ever, but instead, in some ways, it's kind of broken them. that's my point. I don't know if anyone's ever gonna agree with me on that, and that's okay. What is your stance on what I'm proposing?
I honestly, I can see what you're talking about. You know, at the end of it, you know, especially like this game, it really just like shattered them in a way, like, but more than they realized. But at the same time, though, it's like, I think you know, even though, yeah, it's like, sure, they could have, Sly could, you know, he could have moved on. They're not worried about Clockwork, but at the same time, you know, Sly, you know, I don't really that much to really, you know, for that, because like, it's like, how would he be able to? Oh, sorry, I was gonna say, like, how would Sly, like, you know, foresee that? You know, I don't, and that's why I don't really blame him. You know, stuff happens for a reason, and
no, I don't blame
you know,
him. It's just that personally, I think it would have been a lot safer for him and his friends if they had just moved on and carried on with other heists instead of pursuing this.
But at the same time, that you know, even with the Clockwork parts, you know, if they didn't make a move on them, they were going to be used for evil anyways by somebody else. Like the Claw Gang would have went after them anyways, and you know, and you think about it, it's like if they just left it alone, then most likely Paris and the whole entire world, and probably even them to an extent, you know, not knowing about the spice, like they probably would have, you know, ended up involved anyways. Like they would have probably like got hypnotized themselves. Right. So they had to do something.
Right.
Like if they didn't, like who would? Interpol, Interpol. I mean, are they really even trustworthy at this point? Are they really even reliable? Like, you know, there's Carmelita, but like, I don't know if she would have like been enough to stop them by herself.
Right. Plus, the more I think about it, I think that the Interpol agency is a very flawed agency. After all, like they hired the Contessa to be essentially the head of security for Interpol, and yet we found out that she herself is a criminal. In fact, she's a double criminal. Like she was a.
They even hired Mila.
Yeah. So I'm thinking that in the future, perhaps Interpol needs to have a reevaluation of their hired assets.
Exactly. Like that's
to
another
me,
thing with the.
Sorry, what?
Huh? There's also another thing with these type of, like, you know, these type of like series too, is like where even the, you know, the cop force, like the police force that you trust in, also are corrupt.
It would seem, though, that from what we've seen in this franchise, that the only one who's like a good cop is Carmelita, because she's dedicated to her job.
Yeah.
Anyways, that was actually a pretty interesting conversation we had. What else do I love about this game? I've mentioned I love the art style of this game. It's very cartoony, very reminiscent of Saturday morning cartoons and comic books. And that's just something I'm going to keep saying for the rest of the franchise, because that is like an intrinsic nature of the Sly Cooper games. Like, you can't have a Sly Cooper game without those aesthetics.
Exactly.
If you didn't, it just wouldn't feel the same.
Yeah, it's like when you're fighting thugs, like, you know, when you defeat them, like, it has like the bam and the arg, and you know, I love that, like.
Oh, the onomatopoeias.
And like, yeah, the onomatopoeias that show up in like comic books and cartoons and, you know, old school cartoons, in which a lot of like you know, was really just kind of like absent and missed in Thieves in Time.
Right.
And that's one of the things that really missed the mark.
Did you actually know that one of the inspirations for Sly Cooper was actually Batman?
Yeah. Exactly. Yep. I love it. I love it for that.
I love the fact that this game made me laugh and cry at the same time. Well, I won't necessarily say that this game made me cry, but it definitely made me feel things. I guess, I don't know, maybe my standards for my emotions are askewed, because I'm the same guy that cried like a baby during blank points in Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep. Also, I did a lot of crying for Kingdom Hearts 3. I love that game so much. Anyways, this game has a very solid structure for storytelling, and I honestly kind of wish that the rest of the franchise had this going forward. Not to say that Sly 3 had a bad story. It didn't, but you can definitely tell that Sly 3 is a lot more comedic than Sly 2 was.
Yeah, it's a bit more lighthearted compared to the second game.
Which, honestly, I think I'm okay with that, because, like, undoubtedly, Sly 2 is the darkest entry in the series. I mean, we literally had the kid-friendly version of drugs in this game.
Yeah.
We had hypnosis, we had mental abuse and manipulation, we had espionage, we had deception, we had, like, heck, even chapters 4 and 5, aesthetically speaking, look dark.
Yeah.
Like, despite being a game for kids, like, this game wasn't afraid to shy away from sensitive topics. And, you know, I kind of admire when... Oh, gosh. I kind of admire when a piece of media does that. I mean, I did mention before that my favorite show ever is Avatar: The Last Airbender. Obviously, it is still a show meant for kids, but it itself did not shy away from really mature topics. And that is the same reason why I like Sly 2 so much, is because despite being a game for kids, like, it pushed some pretty heavy topics.
Yeah.
Now, okay, so I've talked about what I love about this game. Maybe it's time I talk about the things I don't like about this game. I'm gonna be honest. Oh, that's rough, buddy. Anyways, this may come across as a bit of a hot take, but the level design, some chapters are hit, some are bangers, but others are also miss. For starters, I'm not a fan of the level design of Chapter 3, and it's because there's a lot of verticality to that level. Like, there's a lot of climbing in that level. And I mean a lot.
I have to agree. I wasn't a fan of that level either, because, yeah, I just was not a fan of just climbing that same particular tower with the 3-4 points to it, like with the vines sliding down those. I did not like that.
Like, don't get me wrong, it's a pretty creative idea to tie the level together, but it just gets really repetitive when you fall down and you have to climb it up over and over and over again.
Yeah, and you would have to rely on that same like location to get up to the high ground. Like all the time.
Chapter 5, I mean, the level itself isn't terrible, but the missions were unfortunately incredibly repetitive. Like, 2 keys to get an item, 2 keys to get an item, 2 keys to get underneath Neela's headquarters. Like, that's boring.
It was aesthetically pleasing. Like, if you're a big fan of gothic horror like I am, like, you know, it's beautiful. If you like episode 4 for its looks, you'll love chapter 5. But mission-wise, structure-wise, it's pretty boring.
Also, need I bring up again the freaking tank controls?
Yeah.
Those were awful.
Those were just I just got, yeah. It's like even today, man. I just don't like them either.
Oh, but don't you worry. They may be the worst controls in this game, but they're not the worst controls in this franchise. Just wait until Sly 3.
Oh boy. Oh, I'm dreading.
It's a long, long way to Ba Sing Se, but the girls in the city, they look so pretty. Gosh, I love Uncle Iroh.
Can I wait for Dead Man Tell No Tales?
Anyways, also Chapter 7, it bored me so much, and it's not really the missions that bored me, it's just the color palette of that level looked so boring to me, personally. Like, I told you guys in the last stream, I'm not a fan of monochromatic settings. Like, everywhere I looked, it was just light blue. Everything, light blue. I'm like, that just hurts my eyes. But I will say my favorite chapters were the Black Chateau, A Starry-Eyed Encounter. I did like Jailbreak, but only for the story. And Chapter 6 was a bona fide banger with the train robbery heist. Those were my favorite chapters, but 3, 5, and 7, not a fan of them.
The pits. The stinkers, the
the mids. Sly 2 unfortunately had a case of the mids. But Chapter 8, I mean, I'm okay with Chapter 8. It's not the best, but it's not terrible. What else did I not like about this game? Well, maybe I should talk a little bit about the PS4/PS5 version of this game specifically. The PS4, PS5 version, from what I've experienced, it mostly runs really well, but I have noticed a few frame rate dips here and there. I'm grateful that it runs well enough to play. In fact, I haven't even experienced a single game crash, and that's more than what I could say for Jak and Daxter: The Lost Frontier earlier this year.
Oh, man.
That game crashed a lot.
Oh.
But I am happy to report that this version of the game that I'm playing, it doesn't crash very often, which is fantastic. I am, unfortunately, a little upset that the movies, 2 of the movies were cut from this version of the game, but I perfectly understand. Like, they didn't want to pay for copyright, and they didn't want to pay for celebrity royalties, so they're like, we'll just cut them from the game, and everyone else will not even bother checking. But yeah. I am still happy that they left Tom the robot from Toonami in this game, because I would genuinely thought that he was going to be cut from the game. Like, I thought that Sony wouldn't be paying Toonami anymore for letting Tom the robot be a secret in this game. But then that begs
like,
what? I'm sorry, what?
I was gonna say I'm glad that they kept him, and also I think honestly I think like the makers of Toonami and Adult Swim and CN were more easier to get a hold of, honestly, to make that happen.
Right. What else did I not like about this game? Well, I don't like the fact that Sly had 6 fingers in that first cutscene. But that's a nitpick. If anything, that's just a joke.
Yeah.
What else? I did experience a few glitches here and there. For starters, here in the Black Chateau, when we were bringing down the peacock sign with that, with the anchor, or the tow harpoon, I did show off that the tether was glitching around a bit. I don't know why. But Sony, if you're watching this, I mean, it's not urgent, but could you please fix it? It can be a bit distracting.
Yeah, this is a nearly perfect port, but there are some hiccups here and there. But some that I can honestly overlook. But I'd please, there are some glitches in this game that are not good. Can you please patch them? Please.
Also, I need to talk about something that's a little more contentious, but a lot of people aren't a fan of playing this game in 4:3 aspect ratio. Personally, I'm okay with it. because this is what we
Same.
grew up with.
Same.
But I know that there are some people out there who are going to be crying that this game wasn't in 16:9 or widescreen, especially since the new emulation for Precursor Legacy is running in widescreen. People would have been like, well, why can't we have widescreen for this game? Because if we had widescreen for this game, everything would look all stretched and squashed.
Yeah.
I prefer image quality over aspect ratio.
And
Which is why I'm not bothered by it.
Like, the game looks so good as it is. It really doesn't need the widescreen.
Right. Granted, I understand why some people would like to have this game in 16:9, but just consider the image quality versus aspect ratio debate. Draco, you have been a special guest on these streams. Why don't you talk about the things you like and don't like about this game?
Honestly, definitely I would say the same points, almost the same points as you. Like, I love the intricate storyline that's laid out for you. It's honestly just amazing. It really makes you. It's one of those plot lines that that really gets you thinking, like, and really wondering at the time, what's next, like, and just it really resonates with me a lot. It's such a great plot. The characters don't even get me started, engaging as ever. I love Bentley. I enjoyed Bentley's, his character development throughout the game. It's just honestly one of the best for a fictional character, in my opinion. And of course I do like, and the game does a really good job at like showcasing like all characters' developments. To be honest, Murray being able to like having like a little like arc there against Rajan, proving him wrong that he's not fat or pathetic or a weakling. He was able to like whoop his ass in that brawl. Just so good. It's such a fun boss fight too.
I equally liked that as much for Bentley when he fought Jean Bassan because
same.
Because Jean Bassan outed himself as a speciesist, and I'm like, well,
Yeah.
That's time I whoop your ass.
Yeah. It was so
Once
satisfying.
again, brains triumph over brawn.
I do like, Sly, like. Oh, I'll get to that. Sorry. I do like the fact that Sly, him basically, even though there were moments where he was like, he kind of faltered and he kind of like was like, a bit scared, but at the same time, there were a lot of the time, of course, him being, brave, staying level-headed, and just kept moving forward. Like, he didn't like, back down from any challenge. Which I love about him. Like, he's like my favorite character,
Right.
of course.
Those are
because of that.
admirable traits. However, I think, unfortunately, I do have to criticize Sly a little bit in this game. He was a bit too trusting of Neela.
Yeah, like he was a little. Yeah, I agree. Especially like, yeah, it was someone new like that. He really put too much trust in her. Like, he was a little too reckless. I will admit. And it kind of goes to show how crafty and like how manipulative Neela is as a character. Like, we don't get a lot of her story wise, but the game did a pretty good job of showcasing how evil she really was all along. And sometimes I think Neela kind of was one of those characters that represents the darker side of humanity, where evil people, just pieces of shit, just do evil things just for the sake of it. And she grew this ego and thought she was untouchable, and the thought of immortality, basically clouded her judge, basically took a hold of her and betrayed everybody Basically outsmarted every character in this game.
I believe the word you're looking for is hubris.
Yeah, hubris. Thank you. Like, it took a hold of her, and like that was kind of basically her downfall at the end. Like, Clockwork's hate completely consumed her by the end of it, and basically that was her downfall. What I don't like, and also let's get to what I don't like about this game. I'd say,
surely there have to be some things you don't like.
I'd say honestly, some of the level structure choices, I would say, in some of the episodes, as well as some of the mission structures. Like I did not like the repetition of stealing keys from guards 3 times in one mission. That was just really boring. Honestly, let me see. I think that's pretty much... Yeah, and also, like... just like, some of the episodes, like, that we listed, I didn't quite like, in terms of, like, level structure. Even though some of them were aesthetically beautiful, I just didn't really... weren't a fan of how they were made, in my opinion.
Well, if it's one thing we can both agree on, though, is that this soundtrack is greasy sweet.
Exactly.
Alright, well, I think now would be a good place to call it a session. Alright, well, we've done a lot today. Draco, once again, thank you so much for being an honored guest on my Sly 2 streams, and I hope to see you for the Sly 3 streams.
Hell yeah, of course. I can't wait.
Also, I want to give a thank you to the chat. They were an awesome audience for me for these streams. You guys gave me some really nice conversations, and you honestly helped me through the rather more boring parts of this game. But we're not done with Sly Cooper, folks. Tomorrow we start Sly 3, Honor Among Thieves.
Whew.
So, to those of you who tuned in to watch, thanks so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys for the next playthrough, which will be Sly 3, Honor Among Thieves, and I want to thank you all for tuning in to this playthrough of Sly 2, Band of Thieves. Take care, everyone, and have a good day.
See you next time. Take care.